Hi guys, this is Android Nub, and these are the best casual games of the week. First up we have Minigore 2 Zombies, published by Mountain Sheep. This is a cool survival game with pretty nice graphics. The graphics are colorful, kinda like Minecraft, but less pixelated. You have a joystick to move around, and you attack enemies with a button on the right. You can also change the attack button to manual, so you can actually aim where to shoot. Or you can just put it as auto, to automatically shoot the enemies. You can pick up different weapons to attack them with, and it's just really fun killing all these zombies. There's a shop where you can unlock new characters and buy new weapons, and it's a fun casual action game. Next up we have Suits and Swords, published by Sony Pictures Television. So here's a unique blackjack RPG game. There's a bunch of stages to go through, and each stage involves fighting an enemy. The combat's like blackjack. You draw cards trying to get as close to 21 as possible without going over, and whoever has the highest gets to attack. It's pretty unique, having blackjack mixed with RPG, and there's new weapons, armors, and skills to get. Although the only con is because it's chance-based, the outcomes can be pretty random. Next up we have Toy Defense 3 Fantasy Free, published by Melesta Games. This is a tower defense game where you place towers to stop the enemies from getting to the other side. There's a couple of different towers and lots of different enemies. You collect this stuff from killing enemies that you can use to upgrade your towers, and also to repair your towers if the enemies damage them. There's a ton of different levels and stages. Like all tower defense games, it's fairly casual but a lot of fun and very replayable. Next we have Siege Hero Wizards, published by Armor Games. This is a physics puzzle game similar to Angry Birds. There's these towers with orcs, and you have to save a wizard. You tap where to break the tower, and then it comes crashing down. The goal is to kill all the orcs, but not to hurt the wizard. There's a lot of levels and lots of variety in the obstacles and the types of towers, and the types of spells and attacks you can use. There's some spells like Earthquake, and it's a fun casual game to check out. Next up is SuperSight, published by Channel 4 Television Corporation. In this game you play a character, and the goal is to kill all the enemies that appear. The controls are touch-based, so you tap to move, swipe to dash, and tap on enemies to attack them. This game has a lot of cool three-dimensional camera effects, in which the camera just kind of pans around a lot. So you just tap enemies to attack them, and you also want to swipe to dodge their attacks. It can be kind of hard to tap enemies because the camera moves around a lot. The game's still really cool and fun, and the graphics look nice. Next up we have Lies of Astaroth, published by iFree Studio Limited. First off, this game is almost exactly the same as Elemental Kingdoms. Basically there's a big map to go through, and there's a story before and after each stage. The combat is card-based. You just kind of put your card there and cards automatically attack. There's lots of cards to collect, but the combat itself is fairly automated and doesn't really require that much strategy, but still interesting. Next is Kung Fu House, published by wangchao. In this game there's a huge map to go through, and each stage consists of many battles. The combat is automated, your characters just automatically attack, but there's some cool attacks, like you can get skills for your characters, and you just collect characters to like join your party and fight. And there's lots of levels and different types of enemies to fight, and get equipment and level up your skills and stuff. It's an interesting game. Next up is Mini Dogfight, published by Echoboom apps. This is a 2D side-scrolling dogfighting game. Control your character with joystick on the left side and attack with button on the right. Although the game is in 2D, the controls and stuff actually work pretty well. There's lots of missions to go through where you pretty much shoot down enemy planes. This game is kinda hard, but every time you die or finish a mission you can upgrade your plane in order to do better next time. Fun game if you like these plane shooter games. Next up is Escape from Paradise, published by Game Cooks. This is kinda like a puzzle game where your character is like always bouncing, and you're trying to get to the end as fast as possible. It's more challenging since your character is always bouncing, and you want to collect all these stuff and head to the exit. The levels get a lot harder as time goes on, but there's also a lot more interesting puzzle elements. It's an interesting casual game. But anyway, that's all for this week. Make sure you guys subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.